Hi everyone, I just wanted to say from my latest couple of videos, from all the support I've been getting, all the feedback, I really appreciate it. I really didn't think I'd get that much support from everybody and people across our industry, and it means a lot to me. Um, I hopefully through these videos I can bring a more broader spectrum to everything and give you more, some insight to my what I do every day exactly. I know right now some of these videos are a lot more just it's racing related and Jockey's mental health, but it's just a lot of things that have been brought up to myself if I could express and give my thoughts on. So everybody has their own thoughts, everybody has their own opinions. So please, if you have your own opinion on something and disagree with me, you can tell me, and I definitely listen. But just know I think everybody does have their own opinion, so don't come yelling at me. But I just want to say thank you again for all your support. Hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of this video. It's just a few clips, my morning working, and then myself in the gym. But I'll do specific, just me, myself in the gym, some of the routines I do. Thanks again, everyone. I really do appreciate the support. Morning, everyone. It's May 7th here. It's currently 3:21 this morning. About to head to Presque Isle. I've got a 3-hour drive ahead of me this morning. Being my first time there so far, that this meet starts next week. I'll be riding there on off days. I'll have some weeks where I don't ride there, but I'll be heading down there each week to get going. About to make my coffee here, drink my strong reds, and we got to hit the road. Morning, everyone. Just here at Presque Isle. Made the trip down this morning. Here for the next few days. Getting ready for the upcoming meet here, Monday through Wednesday. We'll be here on our off days. So, just getting the layout of the grounds. Been a while since I've been back here. So, looking forward to this meet as well. Looking forward to staying busy. 7 days a week, baby. 24/7. So, we were recently sent a form by the PDFJ, the guild, on a jockey mental health survey. Many of us, I think pretty much everybody in the guild, was sent this to answer our questions. So I was going to just kind of take you through some of my answers and explain some of them. As you see right now, we're just answering the simple questions. Later on, it'll go through the more kind of serious questions to ask, and hopefully many of the guys answer them with a mindset of change and things that hopefully they actually think improve instead of just rushing through it. But some will obviously not put what they actually think or what they actually feel. But hey, that's everyone has that choice, and hopefully the guild will make changes that they see. That it'd be interesting to see once they get all the info, what the biggest problem is they see, and what many jockeys feel. So this question in 9. In an average week, how often would you say you experience each of the following feelings? Excitement, frustration, despair, sadness, happiness, anger, calmness. I think, in answering these, just take it with a grain of salt on some of my answers. But I think from the mornings to the afternoons to the evenings, from you're finished with your day. Excitement, excitement I think comes from getting a nice ride, amount maybe you didn't expect, to winning obviously, kind of just that winning feeling, I guess you could say. But or you see your entries growing. For some guys that don't get the bigger opportunities. So that's how I would explain excitement. Frustration, I put nearly every day because I think in our business there's things that on our racing day, not every day is gonna go perfect. You can ride 10, and that ninth one may get you. Maybe from a small move, but for myself, that's what I feel. I always feel a little frustration because things, I care so much. When you're dedicated and have passion about something, you you feel a side of frustration from maybe not getting on a horse, being taken off, to not getting that hole in a certain race that costs you the race, to not making a certain move. But that's how I would see frustration. And happiness, I'm happy every day. I get to do what I love. There's always going to be that happiness inside me, even on the most frustrating days. Now, going through number 10, thinking about the work and life jockeys across the industry, what would you say most common concern that jockeys have today? For many of us, it's weight issues. The weights are very demanding. They're low. No man or woman, and women in some cases, yes, many are smaller. They're smaller boned. It's I can't really speak on that behalf, but I know some women that still deal with weight issues. But for us men, none of us are supposed to be really in that range of 114, 115 pounds to ride at 118 every day. And I would say pretty much most of us have usually, at least in the week, 118. It's the common weights for maidens. Horses stepping up in company, per se, from a non-winners 1 to non-winners 3, skipping a condition. But so I would say that weight issues have a severe conflict on everybody. I personally think the minimum weight should be 120. That still gives us a little breathing room, and it's still very light. People don't realize, if you watch European racing, so in England and Ireland, per se, most guys, lightest they'll be is 120 stripped. Sorry for that. In the, Hong Kong and jurisdictions, Australia, that's a little different. They do have very low weights as well. But saying that, it wouldn't be as some tracks here, those jockeys that can do it are also much smaller, and they're known to do those light weights. So, but here, if you can't make the minimum weight, you're looked at as if you're not trying, and it costs you a lot of business, as in, say, in Hong Kong, Australia. It doesn't really cost you those opportunities because those low weights come in effect because they have a handicap and rating for horses. So horses really stepping up in grade, but we don't have that type of system here. So I'm hoping the weight that can be brought to a more serious matter. Not that it isn't, but I think there's a lot that could go into it. Kind of going through these questions. Eating disorders, yes. Nearly, I'd say if from all the male jockeys, 90% of us have eating disorders. Maybe 80. If everyone got their blood tested, which I do every 6 months, just because that minimum weight, no grown man is supposed to be the weights that we are doing. Most of us are dehydrated every day. We're under eating. We get 1 to 2 days where we can eat a little freely, but speaking for myself, and I think a lot of guys that I know that I've spoken to, even when we get that day off to eat a little more, it's always in the back of our mind because we know we're gonna have to lose that weight. Um, Injuries that come with horse racing, including concussion and other injuries, it's just part of what we do. It's great to see that the helmets and the technology that goes into our helmets nowadays are the best we get. It's becoming, I think, the helmets from much before my time. It's a complete difference. I think you see that in every sport, though. So it wouldn't be something I'm really concerned about. It's just always important that you buy the best quality helmet that you possibly can, because at the end of the day, it's your brain that you're protecting. Another question here: the pressure of trying to deliver, winners for a trainer and owner. Personally, I don't really feel the pressure on that because it's my job. It's what I do. So if there's pressure, and obviously in bigger occasions, maybe you feel a little pressure because I think it's always good to feel that little pressure. But at the end of the day, it's our job. Most of us, it's another ride. No matter how big of a ride it is, it's another ride. It's what we're there to do, and we're there to win races. In my view, female jockeys treated differently than male jockeys? Personally, I don't know of any that have had those issues, but I think most of us are all treated pretty equally. But again, I'm sure there are cases which our women are not, or they're not looked at as the same. And if a jockey is struggling with their mental health, who do you believe they would most feel comfortable turning to assistance? Out of all these I've seen, I think a sports psychologist is huge for many jockeys. Not many do it, but I know some of the biggest guys in each circuit I know have a sports psychologist. So I think it's a huge benefit for all of us, and I recommend to any jockey if they haven't tried one, to try one. It's worth it. Even the expense that may go into it or anything, they can really help from the day-to-day battles. When it comes to mental health of jockeys like you, which of the following, or you or jockeys done in the past? As you see, all those from a medical doctor to what we take. A big thing for losing weight jockeys would take is Lasix. It's a huge, it's not recommended. It's bad for your kidneys. It can lead to kidney stones, which many jockeys face later on because of dehydration and many of the things underfeeding ourselves. So it's already a dealer, and then when you take Lasix, it's a kidney killer. But then you have jockeys that have to purge because, it's at the end of the day, we all try to take care of ourselves, I think, the best way possible. But when you need that extra 2-3 pounds, that's what it comes to. And that's we already, most of us, over-exercise to a point where it's kind of sickening how much we exercise and in the saunas. And there's only so much you can do that. So I think, and then when you deal with that weight issue, then it's like, well, I could just pull this weight by purging and I won't have to worry about it tomorrow. I can give my body a break from it. So there's pros and cons. So I really hope that's another big deal if we could get that weight up. There would be much more less of that and a lot more healthy jockeys. But as this health survey goes on, I just wanted to talk about some of those things we go through, and I'm gonna come up hopefully with a bit more statistically proven info that I can put out there, and hopefully show people on screen. Just sometimes it's good for everyone to see instead of me just talking. So I'm hoping I can do that for everyone, and I hope the survey can hopefully, for the guild to make some changes, because personally I think they're badly needed all around in our industry. Um, just didn't want to end that video off the mental health survey just off of a click. I hopefully everyone appreciated my thoughts on everything, and I'll go more in depth later on, just a video on all of that down the road. But I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Have some more stuff already in the works, and a lot of people have been reaching out to me to help out with the videos, and some hopefully things I can use. I would like to get a GoPro that I can wear around and in the mornings. I think that would be pretty cool to get that perspective. I know many guys do that, so I hope everyone enjoyed it again. I'm about to head out of here. I'm gonna go get myself a massage this evening. Something I like to do once a week if I can. Racing's back tomorrow, Friday. It's great to be back in the saddle for the week, and then looking forward to going to 4 days a week at the end of the month. And also, I just wanted to add a little bit in for M3 Media for help sharing my stuff, being a supporter, and I recommend everybody go watch on YouTube. It's called Through the Lens with Tom Marquand. He's one of the best jockeys there, up and coming. I wouldn't say even up and coming anymore. He is. He'll be a champion jockey here in no time in England, and he's been riding all over Hong Kong, Ireland. He's actually over in America when he started riding for a stint with Tom Morley in New York. He's a great lad. I think everybody should go check out his videos with M3 Media. Brings a lot of insight to our business, and his videos contain him traveling all over the world, riding on the biggest stages. So I highly recommend checking his videos out. He's a great bloke. Alrighty, guys, signing off. I'll be back soon.